Hello and welcome to Kim's Creations. Today I'm going to try the stained glass look. So we'll see what happens. I've never done it before, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. I have got a little 10 by 10 canvas here that I have prepped the back of to keep paint from creeping underneath so that I've got a nice clean finish. I have got Liquitex Basics. This is their, what color was this? Teal. I think they called it something else though. This is leftover paint from previous pours that I have just scooped up and I'm going to reuse, so it's a nice blue color. Couldn't tell you what's all in here. I am using a metallic paint by Arteza, Hot Pink, and it's their Pearl series. It's this one here. Paints are pretty fluid. I did leave my metallics a little bit thicker. This is nice emerald color by Deco Art Americana. And last but not least, the other one is Gold by Artist Loft Flow Acrylic, and it's a metallic as well. It is not as bright as 24K Gold, but I had it and I thought, let's just throw it in. So as I have a lot of this, this is going to be my base, and I will also add it in into the mix as well. So I'm just trying to, like I said, get rid of, well, not get rid of, appropriately use up leftover paints. So whenever possible, if I'm scraping something and I can save the paint and dump it in a cup and get a nice color out of it like I did with this one, then I will reuse it. Or sometimes I may just add more water and use it as a flow extender. So there's lots of uses. Lots of ways that you can try and save some of your leftover paint so that not too much goes to waste. I'm just trying to cover some of my sides here. That'll help, you know, just keep the canvas pretty, and it'll not only that, but it'll also help the paint that's on the top flow over if that is what you're going for. And I think I am. One thing about this little guy is it's just barely fitting on my spinner, my little turntable here. Okay. This spatula, it's actually an omelet turner. You can order it off of Amazon. Is fantastic for spreading out paints on your canvas, and if you follow any other artists, I would say 98% of them, 99% of them have these, use these. It's where I got the idea from. I'll wipe that off because this is going to get messy anyway. All right, so I have my base down. What I have not shared with you, I don't believe so far, is that all of my paints have silicone in them. And that's what's going to help create the supposed stained glass look. Today I'm going to use this contraption by Splash and Color. And it comes with two inserts. This is just one of the inserts I'm going to use. And I'm going to pour the paints in here. Do I have, well, I'm probably going to layer the paints on top of each other. And when that centerpiece is in, it does block off the bottom, so I can layer the paints in there, lift this up, and it'll flow through. But they also have these bottoms, which I've used in other pours, and so when the paints come out of here, they'll also spread out through this and should create a nice flower look. All right, what I do need to do though is mark the center of the canvas. And I'm going to do that just by using a string and doing that. And now I can see that my middle is right there. Set that on there and let the fun begin. All right, what color do I want to start with? I think I'm going to start with the pink, although, you know, I don't really know how this is going to turn out, so I'm just going to randomly pour some into the sides. Okay, try that. Yes. Turquoise, that's what this color is. Turquoise. Drop some turquoise down in there. So no paint's coming out of the bottom yet because remember it's blocked off until I lift this center bit out. So if you're wondering what is happening, that's what's happening. Okay, I think I'm going to put the green on top of the turquoise, the metallic green, emerald. Because I'm going to try and layer these non-metallic metallic. And I don't want the colors to be too similar to each other. All right. So I am going to put the base blue in where I had the pink, the metallic pink. Okay. Well, looks like I finished this color off. I had quite a bit of it, so that's good news. Okay. Now, I think I need the gold. I'm going to put the gold on top of that blue, that light blue color of mystery, the scrapings from other paintings, from my previous one actually, the winter scene that I tried 6 times. I had plenty of leftover paint from that. Got my microphone cord that I'm fighting with. Okay. That's good there. I think I need, I'm gonna go with this on top of the green. Turquoise again. So I did put the base paint down on the canvas, and that'll help the paint to flow over it once it gets released. Pull this out. And I'm going to top that blue with the remainder of this bright pink. Don't really have very much for this little one here. That's all right though. It'll all be a mystery when it comes out the bottom, so. All right. Those are all used up. Got just a little bit of emerald left. Where am I going to put that? I'm going to dump more on this one. Just want to finish up my colors. I know I said I was trying to layer them metallic, non-metallic. That there definitely was not metallic to non-metallic. I am fully aware. All right, so now we lift this out and the magic should happen down there. So let's see what happens. Woo-hoo-hoo, excited. All right. Just lifting it straight out. I'm going to give it a little spin. Oh, and there we go out the bottom. I hope you guys can see that. Might be a little dark there. Okay, that's enough of that. Well, I've got good consistency with this because the paint is flowing nicely through the funnel and as well through this bottom open cup thing, I think I called it. Nearly there. And I get to torch on this one. When you have the silicone in it, you torch and then cells should come up. I've got a few cells coming up already. Oh, so this should look pretty neat. Just got the last little bit in there. Doesn't look like I'm gonna have to spin this too much. Might have had a little bit too much paint for this size canvas. It's falling over the edge here. I'm gonna add it up here where I see the paint. Okay, we are good. Now I'm just gonna pick this up. And there we have it. I think there's a little bubble there. Yep. I'll just tap that with my finger. I'm just kind of rotating this around. Even this out a little bit. More bubbles have come up in the center. Just use your finger and pop them. Okay, I'm going to torch this now. You can see how the cells are coming up there. Silicone is very reactive. I'm also trying to pop some bubbles while I'm at it. See the cells coming up there? And that's just because the whole oil and water thing. Silicone is basically an oil. It's a lubricant. And the paints are water-based. So when you mix the two, oil and water, they want to separate. And they form these gorgeous cells. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good. Look at those cells. All right. I'm just going to give this a little bit of a spin. This could be interesting. I'm going to try not to spin it too much and get it all over me. Yeah, I kind of lost the gold in this, but I'm seeing some gold cells come up here and there, so that looks pretty. Very cool. And the pink cells coming up. and spin it the other way. I think I'm good with the spinning. I'm going to torch just a little bit again, get some of these bubbles, and then we'll bring you down. Gonna see what else comes up too. Okay, well, it's not bad for a first try. I think less paint would have helped. But otherwise, I'm glad that I had that bright pink in there to help make this pop. The gold is looking great, peeking through. Kind of wish it peeked through a little more. Let's spin just a bit. Okay, I see a bubble over there, a big one, and one right there in the middle that you probably can't see. All right, let me just center that, and then I'll bring you in. Just wipe my hands. Bring you in for a close-up. Kind of looks like the world, like a world map. The greens and the blues. Green for land, blue for the ocean. I don't know what the pink would be, but there we have it. Let me see if I can get it without that ring light. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's pretty neat. I wish that the cells were a little bit bigger in that center area so that it would have more of a stained glass effect. I am going to do this again, and I'm going to use more colors, and I think that would give it a much better effect. But for now, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, well, thanks for joining me. Feel free to leave comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. All right, bye for now. Thanks for joining me.